Good morning, my crafting friends. It's Diane Evans with stampingwithdiane.com. I'm an independent Canadian Stampin' Up demonstrator here in the interior of British Columbia in Canada. So if this is one of your first times joining me, welcome. Make sure that if you're on YouTube that you've subscribed, make sure that you hit that bell down below, and basically you'll get notified when I do go live. And also, if you are joining me on my Facebook page, probably because you've liked my page, that's the reason why you've been notified. And welcome to all of Judy's stampers as well. So this is Monday morning when we collaborate together, both Judy Anderson and I. She's from the United States and I'm from Canada. And we share some different ideas. I go live on Mondays. She goes live on Tuesdays. So I hope that you do enjoy it. Make sure you give us a thumbs up. Make sure that you share. That's what makes everything so great. So welcome. Like I say, it's Monday morning. And what we're doing is we're sharing new product from the new annual catalog. So I guess you're kind of getting a bit of a hint of what I'm going to be using. This suite is just absolutely gorgeous. It's called Hues of Happiness. And you know what? Why don't we just switch on right on down to the desktop? Because then that way, at least you'll see all this beautiful stuff. So this suite does include, it comes with a stamp set and some dies that go along with it. And we're going to play with this one and you're going to see it's really kind of cool. I like these ones too, and I haven't played too much with that yet. Actually, I have to be honest, this is the first time that I've actually started playing with this. Beautiful sentiments on there. It has beautiful images. Oh, I lied. I did play with this once during our team meeting, but I didn't play with it as much as I really wanted to. All right, so we have this. It also comes with these are glossy dots, and they are in glossy dots assortment, and they are in the colors that are actually can be found in this beautiful designer series paper. It has kind of like a Bermuda Bay pool party sort of look. It has a yellow, which could be a daffodil yellow. And it looks like there's even there might be some mango melody in there. And of course, what is this one? This one is Melon Mambo. I haven't used that color in a long time. So it's going to be interesting to do that. And then these dots look like they're in Gorgeous Grape. And of course, they come in the 3 different sizes as well. So of course, we're going to have to go ahead and use that, right? All right. So let me show you this designer series paper. Honestly, this really does steal the show. And today I'm going to show you such a simple card to make with just the design. Well, not just the designer series paper. I guess on the inside is where I'm going to do some decorating on there. So we have this, and I'm going to actually go through it and show you the back part. So matching all these different colors together, they're gorgeous. And then we have some dots on the back. This one's really kind of cool because it has the different sizes, different colors, and I think this is like a petal pink. And geez, you know what? I should really look at the back of the paper to see what the colors are. Just let me grab that. So the colors on the back, you know that always when you do get your designer series paper, when you get it in a package, you can see the different colors in there. So there's Coastal Cabana, Daffodil Delight, Flirty Flamingo. There we go, Flirty Flamingo, Fresh Freesia. Oh, that would be in there. Yeah, okay. Gorgeous Grape, Granny Apple Green, of course, with the leaves and that sort of stuff. Mango Melody, I was right with that one. Melon Mambo, Mossy Meadow, Night of Navy, and Pool Party. Just beautiful color selections and everything else in there. So, and normally I do a thing where I show what the colors are, but by doing it on my sheets that I usually do, unfortunately, I can't show you the beauty of this whole paper, and that's the unfortunate part. And then on the back of that is these kind of fun, whimsical type flowers on there. And then this one, take a look at this. This is just beautiful, the way that it cascades out and everything else. Now, just to let you know that these dies do cut out some of these flowers on here. Now, maybe that's not so much this one, but I'll show you on another sheet in just a second. So on the back of that is a beautiful, this is like a painter's palette. Somebody's just gone and just taken like a spatula, and it looks like they've worked in oil on this particular one. And then this one happens to be one of my favorite. Actually, I'm going to put that at the bottom. So these ones are definitely cut out with these dies. There's ones to cut this one out. There's ones to cut these and this. Also, these ones also cut out. The leaves are also cut out of there as well. So you've got leaves that'll cut out this way. You've got these flowers. You have this as well. Hello. There. And then there's also the other flower. This one here cuts out there. So I'm going to show you how I did that on one particular piece that I have there. But what beautiful colors, right? And like I say, these dots, look at how well they coordinate together with them. All right, so on the back of that piece is another one that's done with a painter's palette knife. And it looks like you can see the canvas right through that. This one's kind of pretty. You could do borders with this, with all the colors that are coordinating in there. And of course, the palette, the artist palette on the back. And then, like I say, this one happens to be one of my favorites. So let me bring in what I did with that. So what I did, I went, oh, and I meant to show you the back of this too. Like there's another artist one there as well. So what I did was I went and I took this, and my whole thought process was actually I was going to use this part, pop this up so that I could see this really cute flower image on the back. But then in the process, I changed my mind, like you always do. But I cut it out like this so that I could use this in my cut and emboss machine and cut these images out. So I'll show you what I did. So like I say, I went and I took this one, it cut that one out. This one cut this one out. Just wait. No, hold on. This one cut this one out. This one. The leaves were cut out like this. These leaves here. And then, of course, this one was done here. And then on some, and it must be on the smaller flowers. Let me just grab that. So on these ones cut out. No, this cuts out from the stamp set itself. That's right. So they cut out these images out of the stamp set itself. So there's even this one cuts this one out. So if you are into coloring, by all means, this is gorgeous to use these for coloring. Beautiful images there. This image is, we are going to use this particular one, and it is, you're going to be amazed at this. This is going to be something you're going to use quite a bit of. And then, like I say, I really like these two images here as well, or two dies as well. And I haven't used those today. All right, so that's showing how that's cut out. So you can see I've already cut out my images for this card today. That we would save some time with that. So there are the images that I turned around and just quickly cut out. Are they not gorgeous? Beautiful. And I wanted to use that Melon Mambo because I have not used that color in such a long time. Actually, I think I'm going to just put those back in that little container so I know where they are. All right, so let's get going on this card for you. Like I say, beautiful, sweet. We can actually turn around and use it for so many different things. All right, so I have my colors here. So I decided to use Melon Mambo. Like I say, I have not used this. Hello. Ah. Yes, this is such a pretty set. Actually, it was a toss-up between that and he's all that. I love that sweet as well. All right, so I do have some, basic white. Oh, okay, this piece is 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. Let's go in, fold that into the mountain, and bring in our foam folder. I have a piece of basic white, and it happens to, oh, this looks like this is the thick stuff. Oh, well. This is 4 by 5 1/4, and that's going to go on there. And then I have a piece of Blushing Bride. Even though that this is not really a color that's off there, I thought it went really quite well with it. So it's Blushing Bride, and this is 3 3/4 by 5 inches. And this is where I want to come and do this. And you, like I say, I can't wait for you to see this. So I'm just going to bring in my big cut and emboss machine because, of course, this piece is a little bit too big for my mini, or my baby cut and emboss. And I'm just going to actually put it on there like that. Now, I'm going to let you decide which way you like to have this. So I'm just going to go on, and I'm going to run this through a couple of times. Oops. And here, of course, we've got this shaking and rattling, rolling. And okay, so I'm going to run it through a couple of times. Now, when you have a detailed thing like this, you might even want to use you could use wax paper with it. But the other thing that you can turn around and do when it's that detailed is turn around and just turn it over. And all you have to do, and that will cut out those pieces. But I'm going to let you see that we can change that up a little bit. All right. All right, so at this point, I can come with my Take Your Pick tool with the brush end, and we can just brush that off. We could use the, there's a mat that comes with this brush end, and I should show you that. And it's like these foam sheets here. And you could do that, but I'm going to tell you, there are some images on here that are not cut right through. So that's something that you're going to, if you are into seeing all those open spaces and that sort of stuff, you may be a little disturbed by that part there, but that came out great. Now, I had another one done that I didn't take all those images out, and you see, it would work either way. So it doesn't really matter if you take them all out. I just let whatever fall out, fall out. Okay, so we're actually going to put that like that. But there's a few things that we're going to do first. All right, so I'm going to go ahead. Now, it would be really kind of neat to have this if it was raised up, and it would give you a tiny bit of a different sort of type look to it. So I think you could, well, I know you could do that, but because of something else I'm doing with this card, I'm not going to do that. So I think what I'll do, I'll take the one that's more cut out, and I'm just going to go ahead and glue that on there. Like you say, those images don't completely come out, and that's a good thing to know, right? So I don't know about you guys, but our weather yesterday, mind you, I'm going to tell you in centimeters or in Celsius, we were at 22 degrees yesterday. It was so hot. My house was hot all night. I had to get up and open up a couple of windows in the middle of the night. It was so hot in here. Anyways, okay, so I have that like that. Now, I also have, I cut out from the TaylorMade tags, I went and I cut out an image like this. And what I want to do is I want to have that image, but I want to also have it where it's going to be into the back of the card. So I'm going to come in with my trimmer, and I'm actually going to go and I'm just going to score that. And I'm scoring that at 1 1/4 inches from the right side. And I want that just to be, and not like we're really using this part here. Honestly, I will tell you, this piece actually came from a scrap piece that I had on my table. How sad is that, right? So I want to actually put that onto the front here. So I'm just going to go ahead and glue this. Oh, and I'm going to be sorry because that's where I wanted to put my sentiment as well. Well, you know what? Before I put this card together, I can layer it out like that. All right, so that is going to go on to the Melon Mambo. Oh, I got a little funny thing there. I'm just going to come in with an eraser and just take that off. All right, so then, like I say, I went and I turned around and I cut out a larger flower. I cut out a medium-sized flower and then one of the smaller flowers. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to put this on here. It's going to go on here like so. This piece is going to go, oh my goodness, I can't even lift it up. I'm going to just sort of place this so that I know where to put my sentiment. I'm going to put this about there. Then this one can come up here. And then I can put all the other stuff. So I have room for just a littler sentiment. So let me bring in my, you know what, this one would, and you know what, this is at 90%, so it might be kind of big. So let me just open this up. And we will figure out which sentiment to use. You are wonderful in every way. You know what? I can put that right down there. So that's where I'm going to put it. Now, I'm thinking that this should probably be done in the Mango Melody or the Melon Mambo. Geez, I'm having issues. I haven't used that in so long. All right, so let me just line that up. Well, that would have been better on here. And I'm going to come in with my paper piercing mat. Like I say, I want that down in that corner there. I should have done this before I put it on. That's okay. We'll work with that. I'm going to come in with my Melon Mambo. This hasn't been used that much. Okay. So let's see if that's straight. I'm going to try that again. Yeah, that'll work. All right, so I'm going to come in here. And that is going to go right in the bottom here. And then I can work with the flowers around it. There we go. All right. Now we can go ahead and start putting the card together. Sorry about that. Midstream, you always think of something else, right? All right, so let's go ahead and now I can attach this to the front of this card. I don't know why I've got so much stuff on this. Somebody asked me one day what I was using. I just use, well, actually that was from Staples, but I just use, it's an artist eraser. So, like I say, how simple of a card is this going to be, right? This is going to be one of those ones that this designer series paper is going to steal the show. Good morning, Dorothy. All right. So now I can go ahead and glue that part down. And of course, then we're going to use dimensionals to pop these up. Yes, such a beautiful set, this one. I think it lends quite well to a stamp camp, where you can make lots and lots of cards out of this. So yeah, I'm going to pop all these up, the flowers at least. Seem to be all fingers today. All right, so then this one here is going to go, oh, about like this then.
this one can go, like I say, imagine you could make the same style card in all those different colors. Whoops. So this is just going to go about there. Take this one off. Oh, thank you, Becky. Really appreciate it. You always share my videos. So nice. And then we're just going to put this up here. And then I can come in with my leaves. I know I had one leaf that is not showing. Or I can't. Oh, there it is. Okay, I got it. So now I can come in with my leaves. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put those underneath. So I'm just going to come with my glue. Oh, this is so pretty, this stuff. I say I haven't played with Melon Mambo for so long that it's time, right? This can go right in here. Yep. I'm going to glue that down as well. That's giving me the dimension. There we go. And I think we can put this one on there too. Wow. Such a simple card. Now, what we could do to dress this up a little bit too is we could turn around. I would like to see some sparkle on here. So let's go in with our Wink of Stella. Oh, I'm hoping that this one's okay. Yeah, there we go. And let's put some Wink of Stella on this. Oops. Why don't I just get rid of one of those? There we go. There, that's better. So what I'm doing with this Wink of Stella is kind of doing it like you would if you were coloring with your blends. I'm going into those dark crevices, the shadowing part. Oh, that's looking so pretty. Now this would look great also with ribbon on it. That would have been with a bow, would have been great on there. Plus also, now let's make sure that we have something for the inside of the card. I have this cut at 3 3/4 by 5 inch. That tends to be my preference of what of the size of the inside of the card that I like. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and put this flower on there. Now my paper piecing mat again. Now I should have something, a piece of paper down there. But I'm going to come in with my memento because then I can quickly do some coloring with that on the inside coloring just to show you. This, oh my goodness, you guys, it's so hard to make a bad card. I'm finding that all of the stuff that Stampin' Up is now starting to do. Like this one says here, you are wonderful in every way. I wonder if there's something I could put on the inside. Sending thanks for all you do. Wishing you all the happiness that you can imagine. You could put any of those sayings up there. All right. So let's go, and I'm going to bring in my Melon Mambo blends. And maybe I'm thinking maybe a flirty flamingo to go along with that. Let's just see how that's going to work. I got to see. Do you ever play with colors that you're not sure how they go? So you're just going to, oh, that's going to be pretty. And then just a little bit of this. Yeah, there we go. All right, so, oh shoot, I think that was a light flirty flamingo. Yes. All right, so all I'm going to do is lay down some flirty flamingo. I really should have let that dry a little bit more. So I'm just, let's keep this inside. I always lay down when I'm using my blends, I lay down the lightest color first. Let's come in with our flirty flamingo. our melon mambo. Gonna be darker on the inside here. All right, and I'm just going to come in with a bit of this. And let me go back with my light Flirty Flamingo. And this is quite a bit different of a color. So all I'm trying to do is I'm trying to blend that in. I should probably be on paper, not on there. Just maybe we can even come in with our Flirty Flamingo. Make it so that there's not so many lines on there. Let's go back in with the Flirty Flamingo. And of course, we could also use our Wink of Stella on there as well. So probably would have been better with more of the Flirty Flamingo, the Melon Mambo on there. So let me just go back in there. And we'll go back in with this. I just don't want those lines on there, right? Lots of coloring on that particular one. There. Now it looks more like a flower, right? Right, so that can go onto my inside. Now, of course, we have to use these new embellishments, right? So let's go and let's see. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I tend to, and it's going to lighten up just a bit too. So let me just check that out. So let me come in here and, of course, we're going to use this. See, I don't do very well with that end. Like Judy does it and she can take it up, and I can't do that. It doesn't work so well for me. All right, so let's go ahead. Put that there. And one here. Wow. Wow. Those are gorgeous on there. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Oh. Just take a look at that. That is so pretty, those. Anyways, there's that. There's a card using the Hues of Happiness. So we used the stamp set. We used the dies. We cut out an awful lot of different things with the dies, and especially this particular die. This I think is going to be one of those ones that you're going to be able to just put on for a tiny bit of background on there. And then we used the beautiful Designer Series paper, and then of course these glossy dots. Like I say, this Designer Series paper is to die for. So yeah. Anyways, that's going to be interesting. Of different things that you can do with it. I went very, very simple with this, but it just shows that you can take something and make something that looks so pretty. Just using basically the Designer Series paper, because I could change this whole look up by doing the ones in the grape. I could do them in the Calypso Coral. I could do them like, look at all the colors that I could do them in. I could do them in there. And then of course also I'm just looking on and check these ones out as well. So lots and lots of different things that we can do with it. So I hope you enjoyed that. Make sure that you come back tomorrow and watch Judy, same time, same place. And basically, Oh, it won't be on my YouTube, but that's fine. If you have any questions, reach out to either Judy or I. And like I say, I hope that you enjoy these things. If you have any ideas that maybe what you'd like to see Judy and I do, by all means, reach out to us. We'd love to do something that you like to do it. Anyways, remember to create because it's great for the soul. Bye for now.